Well, 10 years of Hearts of Iron 4 and they've added a new secret little achievement to the game. And I won't lie, usually a lot of the HOI4 achievements that get added nowadays seem a bit tedious. This one though does seem kind of fun. Steiner! As Germany gained over 30% surrender progress after 1941 while being at war with the Soviet Union, France and England and controlling Moscow, Paris and London. Yep, you need to purposefully lose. Or I guess if you're bad at the game, just lose. Then somehow make a comeback. So this is day of release of this achievement being added, if you're wondering when this was recorded, and I'm trying to figure out, I did look at the dev diary, it did say that you need to do the capitulation, getting everyone else and controlling all these cities after you get the surrender progress, which means I don't think you need to stay at 30% surrender progress, even though on the trigger there it says has reached over 50% surrender progress after June 22nd. I mean, who am I to believe here, huh? Anyway, haven't got a plan for this. This is going to be theory crafted along we go. I don't think it's going to be too difficult though, if you obviously don't have to maintain that, 30% surrender progress or 50% surrender progress, depending on who you believe here. But we're just gonna go and kind of figure it out as we go along, I guess. I'm kind of excited just to be doing a normal Germany game, and there is an achievement locked to it. So other than that, it's gonna be a pretty normal game. Now, if you don't understand the reference to this achievement, I'm highly surprised if you don't get the reference to this achievement, but go watch the movie Downfall, I guess. I think it'd only be fitting if we do actually get Steiner while we do this. And I think to get him now, you need to go down here. Yeah, there you go. Felix Steiner becomes a general. I do have a couple theories on how we can actually do this so far. I think what I'm gonna do is actually still capitulate France, the Benelux, stuff like that, not take the UK, and then kind of pull back until we have the surrender progress after declaring on the Soviets. And hopefully that's enough. I don't know how many VPs we're gonna have to hand over here, but I get the feeling it's going to be a lot. I cannot wait for the entire comment section just to be the word Steiner. Guess what? Considering this achievement actually makes us run into the wall as hard as we can until our head explodes, I don't think it's wise to actually go the 4-year plan today. I think we're going to do prioritize economic growth. Can't really risk the economy today, I reckon. We're also going to have to make sure we're powerful enough not only to be able to still hold with our surrender progress, but also hold off any D-Days and make sure our allies are still alive, which is going to be the tricky part. I think if Italy falls during any of this could be a real headache for us. Oh yeah, also during this patch, they've changed up the Navy a whole bunch as well. No idea what the current meta is going to look like with that, but I'm just going to do what I would usually do, especially with the Germans. We're just going to get out a whole bunch of cruisers and destroyers and hope for the best, because we are, again, definitely going to have a Navy about to keep the British away. I think they may sense weakness when they notice Berlin's currently occupied by the Red Army. Here's another semi-annoying thing to this, this achievement actually popping is the fact we do need to wait until 1941, specifically the 22nd of June, to actually make sure we can do our pushback, which is going to be interesting. We've got to wait that long until we get into the Soviets. And we also got to hope that the Soviets can overrun not only us, but our allies. But I guess we don't have to call them in, and then they can just focus on taking all my land. Considering this is a new achievement, I can't wait for it to be glitchy as hell and just straight up not work. Also got this thing as well. Sell weapons to both sides of a civil war. Can we actually just do that right now with this if we just get market access from both of them? And then just throw something up on the market. We got one Spain up there. Will the other Spain potentially be interested? I would love for them to be interested. It doesn't seem like they're taking the bait though. Oh, there you go. They've come around. Will that pop the achievement? There you go. Look at that. We just did something for free there. That's right. Art of the deal, baby. I'm an international money-making genius. Yeah, but also at the same time, if you could all like leave a like and a comment down below and watch the video. Need monies. There you go. He just went ahead and did the focus, so we've got him. Felix Steiner, the militia officer that's gonna turn this round for us all. Would I prefer a more qualified general in his place? Most certainly. But he's also referenced in a movie and has become a meme, so we're gonna stick with this guy. But I'm also trying to get in contact with the damn Daniel guy to be in charge of the Navy, but he hasn't gotten back to me yet. So it's a few hours now after the launch of this achievement, and a few people have already come up with some gamey ways of getting this achievement done. I'm not gonna do it that way though, because I do want to do it how it was intended to be done. But one of the ways people have found to do is just hold Moscow, hold London, France, and then once you've got that all secured, you haven't capitulated the UK, or you wait for the US to be in the Allies, you can then just declare on Switzerland and have them invade you. I'm not going to do that though. That is too easy. I want a challenge. Yep, nothing quite says fun in HOI4 like a self-imposed challenge. Another thing is they actually changed up the air meta and the naval meta a bit with this patch. I'm not too sure what people are going to be using, but now the heavy armaments on fighters are more expensive and I think take more reliability off of you, but I'm just going to keep using it anyway, so screw you, Paradox. Yeah, also we're about to do Danzig now. We're going to go in on the poles. We're going to do everything normally, like, you know, going in on France, and then we're gonna call it quits, I guess, by literally invading the Soviets when we get to 1941 and hoping for the best. I guess while we're just waiting for 1941 after we take out France and stuff, we could try and figure out just ways just to annoy the UK as well. Try and maybe go down to Africa or something. We're also gonna have to worry about the US joining the Allies. I don't know if we're going to have time to capitulate the UK in time, I'll be real. I guess it depends how long it takes me to push the Soviets out of my country, because that's what we're going to have to deal with. And then also, we're going to have to deal with, obviously, making sure the UK doesn't get a landing whilst that's going on. Well, it is Danzig or war, and they have chosen the war. The French are actually doing a breakthrough in the Rhine. Unfortunately for them, not the best time to do it. So just in case it messes anything up, I won't do Vichy, just in case the tag switches or something like that. I'm pretty sure this should be fine though, so we're just going to do that, and that should still be the base French tag. Now for here, we have to set up. What we need is a strong garrison on all of our land to make sure the Allies can't get in. We're probably also going to have to garrison the Italians, because I do not trust you to not absolutely ruin this for me. So we need to just get out a ton of troops, get garrisons everywhere, and lock down our coastline. And then next year, we will go into the Soviets, and by go into them, I mean we're going to let them into us. I'll get a fallback line, maybe just below Berlin and before, like, right below Vienna as well. Maybe that'll be enough. We might need to go further in though. It's going to be really important that once we have the Soviets in us, we can also get them the hell out of us. So we need to make sure we got a powerful enough army here to do that. Also, we're not going to call in any of our allies just because they might actually be able to do something useful against the Soviets and stop them invading me. Or they're just going to get rolled over and make my re-invasion later way more difficult. One way we are going to annoy the British whilst we are busy doing this achievement: multi-charge large caliber guns. We're going to just shoot them into the UK. Never remember which tiles actually have range from northern France, but we'll do this for now. We're just going to, you know, annoy them the rest of the game. So do plan on taking a naval battle at some point with them. I'm probably going to wait just a little bit longer though. I don't want to blow my navy wad too early, just in case this isn't good enough. Because again, I think in the new patch, was it even added in this one, or is it the one later? I think it's the 10-year anniversary one. They did change up the naval meta a little bit as well, so I don't know if this is going to work, is what I'm trying to say. It would be really nice if it worked, though. That is what I'm hoping for. Now, the garrisons for Europe are out. I'm hoping this is going to be enough, because if it is not, that is going to be incredibly annoying. But it's like 86 units. So I've got 14 specifically just for some of the Italian places, and then the other 72 are just everywhere. Because whilst I haven't called Italy into anything yet, they will eventually get dragged into this through Ethiopia if Greece already doesn't just join the Allies straight away. I'm going to try this for my fallback line. Maybe actually we're going to be super risky here. Yes, I'm following the Sudetenland, by the way, with the forts, and we'll do this back here. We may have to give up Munich as well, though. I really don't know what 50% surrender progress is going to look for us. But there's plenty in there. I mean, like Hamburg, Berlin, like these are all really big VPs for the Germans. That should be enough, I think. We'll just have to keep an eye on it, and we'll take a look-see at what the Soviets will do. Soviets are trying to lend-lease. You know what? Sure thing. I would love to be lend-leased by you, Stalin. And there we go. Look, Italians now fighting against the Allies. Gotta hope to Jeebus that they don't absolutely collapse at any point, because I cannot afford another front open in this war. There we go. They're ready to be deployed, and we're just now going to get a constant ticking of damage to the British Isles. Look at that. It ain't much, but it's a free scrap bombing constantly, and look at it go already. Yeah, enjoy repairing for the rest of your life. They're going in on Yugoslavia right now. I don't want to move my units off the line we've put down, but hopefully they got that covered. I think we are just about ready for the Soviet invasion right now, and yeah, it's funny saying Soviet invasion when you know you're the one going to be invaded. Let's go, I guess. I got the boys on the defensive line. Again, we might have to move this as we see fit, but as soon as I see the check on here that we have got over the surrender progress at any point, we're good to go. We can just play the game normally. Before we start, I'm just gonna have a cheeky little battle with the British whilst we wait for the anti-Comintern to do, and then the next focus. And we've already had a pretty good battle there. Do we get a good battle with the British, which it looks like we're about to right there? That means we won't have to worry about them having supremacy and naval invading us. Absolutely just destroyed them there. Oh yeah, and another one right there. I mean, get wrecked, Britain. I can't even find it in there. There you go. Look at all those capitals going. Be 100% certain we get this. I'm going to pull out of Munich. I'm letting them in deep. Look at what we're going to be holding here. I mean, the river should be good. And obviously, the Sudetenland forts. They should be able to get past that further. But let's go. I mean, I'm about to do it. We'll see if this will be enough. I think I'll probably just leave the fleet out, honestly. It looks like it can take care of itself over there. And I'm just going to focus completely on this and hopefully not getting completely capitulated. All right, moment of truth. Come on down, Mr. Stalin. Well, he is moving. He is moving. I think the Americans are also about to be involved as well. The Japanese are declaring on everything over there. Also, for the check of this as well, I think we do need to stay at war with the Soviets past the date. So we need to make sure that we don't capitulate them. We're just going to get to Moscow, then we're going to go naval invade London. That should pop the achievement. Oh, the Soviets are tentatively moving up here. They're probably a little susceptible right now, being like, hold on a second, where's the German army? Little do they know what is waiting for them. Oh, Berlin has fallen. What does that put us at? We are 24% towards capitulation. They're going to have to go so much deeper in. Now, we're 31% capitulation. That is technically what it said we needed, but this hover over, oh, we've reached over 50% surrender progress after, so we're good. I'm just going to make sure by letting them keep going just for a little bit, just in case. Although that check mark, it says we're good. Let them, like, take down to Vienna, but if the check mark says it's good, I believe it. And now we just need to go ahead and control Moscow and London. The time has come, Steiner. Your counterattack, it's been planned, I hope. The trap is sprung. They're on their way back to Moscow, sending them packing, and not all of them will be making it home by the looks of things. Steiner's counterattack, it's happening, it's working. Just to triple check, that top thing should, yep, still be marked. So now we also need to plan for our invasion of London, which doesn't look like it's going to be too difficult. Yeah, unironically, if you just want to absolutely destroy the Soviets, just let them into your country, because they're not very good at retreating. Moscow's secured. Now we need to get our Sea Lion underway. I've taken some units out of the garrison, converted them over, and I think this should be enough. I might just yoink a couple units off of the Eastern Front to do this, so just in case. I just saw the fall of Tokyo there. I don't think our Eastern allies are doing too well. I think they're not doing too well as well. Romania did one hell of a breakthrough, and it's just got everything encircled. What the hell? Rush on down quickly before we had a catastrophe of God knows what levels down there. And also the Japanese literally just capitulated. Well done, boys. You can see the issue with having Japan capitulated now, though. There's quite a few more troops over here. It's literally just done it again and got re-encircled. I swear to Romanian Jesus. I have to do it all myself. I'm trying to naval invade the UK. We're getting supremacy. I'm sinking the American fleet. More and more troops are turning up, so I need more and more troops of my own to get this naval invasion off. This could work nice. I didn't think about it, but these are probably all lined up for naval invasion, so if I just let them in, that's gonna empty things out. Oh, that was one hell of an invasion, boys. I think I have dealt with D-Day quite easily. I mean, that kind of cleared things out. They have brought more over to the port, so we'll try and let them naval invade us again and see if we can just keep clearing them out this way. Need to keep an eye, make sure we don't accidentally capitulate the Soviets, but I don't think our Romanian allies are quite up to the task. Well, this is a new one. I'm getting naval invaded by invisible units. How exactly does this work? I've seen this glitch before. I never understood what actually does it. I've restarted the game, but they're still invisible. Make things a little bit more complicated. If there are actually way more units here than I'm currently looking at. Okay, we're going for it finally. Okay, we got the landing up here. We're just gonna move on. As soon as we take London, by the way, we should get the achievement pop, which is good because I can finally go put the Soviets out their misery. Oh, there you go. London's about to go, and voila! Steiner! Oh my god. Okay, hit the go button on the Soviets, I guess. If they rebuilt... Actually, they're kind of still looking pretty weak over here. Definitely one overly complicated way to get this achievement. But it was pretty fun. But the fun's not over, though, because I still need to win this game. And I plan on winning it. I didn't realize the Navy got absolutely battered at some point. What did I fight? I'm assuming the American Navy was over here. And... yeah, okay, they still got quite the Navy. So we're going to cap the Soviets now, finally. We're going to have to rebuild the Navy, which shouldn't be too difficult at this point in the game. Just got another giant allied invasion of my land. I don't know how you guys are still pumping these troops out. Hey, here you go. Finally, the Soviets have capitulated. Took us a little bit of time. We also did just straight up invite them into our country at one point. But we've done it, finally. So I just took everything in the West and then just left the Soviets alive and just changed their government in a few places just so that I don't have to go fight the Allies on more fronts because it's a bit of a pain. So we've gone ahead, we've taken our island. Italy's blown up into a civil war despite not even losing any of their own land, just all the stuff in the Balkans, which I'm getting to, if you can't tell, by Bulgarian Turkey getting larger on the map. Yeah, I was going to go for the Middle East to deal with this, but well, I'll deal with Ireland, then go deal with Italy. After then, though, it's just going to be a normal game of trying to get to the US, which is going to be a little while off. Navy is rebuilt, though, and way better than it was in the first place, so that's good. Sure did escalate. The Swiss joined, and now I just have a giant encirclement of Allied troops again. I don't know where they can keep pumping these guys out from. To sacrifice Bulgarian Turkey for this, but don't worry. I will bring it back. Also, the US just went through Central Asia at one point. They've just been sat there chilling. So I haven't really bothered dealing with it, you know? Everything's kind of quaint and peaceful here, and they're all dying on the front line. Yeah, go. Welcome back, Bulgarian Turkey. We've cleared up Europe now. The Med is almost locked down. I've got a whole bunch of submarines in there, just harassing the hell out of them. I kept going through Asia, and now we're through India, and we're just going to keep going until I feel like I'm done here. But that's just a side show as we're now beginning our invasion of America. I was waiting around to get collab governments, because I think in 1949, I'm going to need them. These are probably absolutely disgusting on both sides here. Yep, 6.3 million versus... well, although to be fair, I've inflicted 60 million on the enemy. So a good 10-to-1 ratio there. I will not lie, I wasn't expecting it to be this high for me though, but I have been just grinding with infantry the entire time for the most part. But the fact I've reached up to 20 million casualties on the US, how are you still going, bud? Like, straight up, how are you still going? Although the manpower's looking pretty bleak there. We might be good. As we've landed, I'd love to say that this will be the end if we get the US, but unfortunately, it's 1950, which means we're probably going to have to make our way down to South America. We do have Peru in our faction. I don't know if that's going to be too handy. I guess I'll send the army over anyway. Good luck, boys. And if not, we will just walk through Mexico and Central America and make our way to... who is it? Brazil, because why not? I guess there truly was not much left for the Americans to defend with, yet zero manpower. They still do have quite a few troops, but I'm assuming they're probably all over the globe right now, and not in America. I have been convoy raiding too, so they've probably got no convoys. We have bled the world dry. There is truly nothing left in our way anymore. There they go. US gone. Now, did anyone take their place? Nope, just gotta deal with Brazil. Of course, I have the funnest path in the world to get into Brazil, the Amazon. It put me out of my misery. do it. Do it. Capitulate Brazil and free me. No one else get promoted? And actually, hold on, I just threw in there. How did South Africa get up to 1 million casualties? Chile, 1 million. Everyone is just absolutely decimated across the world. Even America and Japan up to 2.8 million. Where did I even fight them? Love the fact as well, the Suez is just being bravely defended by half a Dutch unit and a Mexican brigade. Just gonna go ahead, put them out their misery. You've fought valiantly enough, boys. Ooh, and there you go. All of that for what I was going to say 1 achievement, but technically we did do 2 achievements today. But Steiner and was the one we really went for, and it was it was one hell of a convoluted way to get it. And the whole world is in tatters, but we did it. We've pushed it to the very end of the game. 1951. We got our achievement, and it's over. Man, it was a fun one though. I really enjoyed that game. I kind of hope that they do go back and add some more achievements to majors and HOI4 at some point. I don't know if they will, I'm gonna be real with you, but it would be fun to go back and do them, because I really enjoyed doing all the achievements that are on major nations. They're usually the most fun and also not as let's just say testicle torsiony than a lot of the smaller nation ones, like in Ethiopia. I'd love to be able for them to just go back and add just a couple more, you know, to every major nation. And some people might hate that idea if you've already 100%ed HOI4. Sorry about that if they do go back and add some, but that would be nice in my opinion. But alas, we're done. New achievement unlocked. Obviously, I took a very roundabout way of getting it, not the easy way, which would have been way easier. I would definitely say that at this point, but also would not have been as fun for me. I think this is a good one. You have a bit of a back and forward. It was absolutely insane, just squashing all the AI's armies coming to get me in the Navy game, of course. But if you enjoyed the video and you want to leave a like and subscribe, that'd really help out the channel. So if you could do that, I'll wait, you know, we'll all wait. You done it, everyone else has done it, but you haven't done it, so I guess we'll just we won't put the rat on the screen then. Would have put the rat on the screen if you did it. No? Okay, bye.